I'm Francis Martin, staff writer for the Church Times, and last week I returned from a trip to Israel and Palestine, where I was reporting on a visit by the Archbishop of York, Stephen Cottrell. The trip began, appropriately enough, in Bethlehem at the Church of the Nativity, with the Archbishop saying a prayer for peace at the spot where Jesus is believed to have been born. He then travelled deeper into the West Bank, to the village of Al-Khair, where a Palestinian man was fatally shot by a settler in July and released a few days afterwards. He heard there about the threat of home demolitions faced by Palestinian residents, before heavily armed settlers arrived, at one point blocking in the Archbishop's vehicle. The standoff only ended when the military arrived and the settlers moved on, jeered at by kids who watched the drama unfold. But the drama wasn't over. On arrival at the house of a family who had recently been attacked by settlers, and just before sitting down to eat, a call came through to say that the police were ordering us to leave the area, and the room, all set up to host the Archbishop, was left empty. In an interview with me after returning, which you can listen to as a Church Times podcast, the Archbishop used the terms apartheid and ethnic cleansing to describe what is happening in the occupied West Bank. He described the trip as a whole as harrowing, horrifying, but also in many ways beautiful. Beautiful because I met some amazing, faithful people. Pupils at the Anglican school in Nazareth spoke to Archbishop Cottrell about their hopes and dreams and asked him what his passions in life were, food being one of his answers. Hospitality of the communities the Archbishop visited was unfailingly generous, and even when walking through the city with a group of Anglican and Greek Orthodox church leaders, there was time for a quick stop for coffee. Much of the trip was spent in fellowship with Anglicans in Israel and Palestine, from Ramallah and Nazareth to Jerusalem itself. This was, as Archbishop Cottrell said, primarily a pastoral trip to show solidarity. On the final morning, accompanied by the Archbishop in Jerusalem, he met with the Greek Orthodox Patriarch in Jerusalem and representatives from at least half a dozen other churches.
Welcome to Jerusalem.
They, like so many others the Archbishop met, implored him to use his voice to speak up about the challenges faced by Palestinians, and especially Palestinian Christians, in the Holy Land. Having started in Bethlehem, it was appropriate that the trip ended in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, built on the spot where Jesus is believed to have died. Read full accounts of the trip on the Church Times website, and if you're new to us, why not try our trial subscription offer? Just £10 for 10 weeks access to the website.